Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking for Dummy. Tonight we're going to be doing pork tenderloin, stir-fried vegetables, rice, and ramen. All right, so we're going to start off quick tonight. Pork tenderloin, diced up, cubed, nice and small. It's going to season that quick with a little bit of garlic powder, some fresh ground black pepper, a fair bit of parsley, you can use whatever seasonings you like. This is just family favorites. Then, Diana sauce. And of course, chicken and rib. Put that on generously. We're going to give that a nice rub. Make sure all the pieces are covered. And that is going to go right in the air fryer. Not going to lie, first time I've done this, hopefully it works. Get that in there, bottom layer. We're going to pop that in. 10-minute intervals at 375. Keep an eye on it, move it around, make sure all the pieces get cooked evenly. Now, while I clean up, stir-fry vegetables, a lot of dicing. I'm not going to make you sit through it. So here, while you're waiting, little lightsaber duel. And welcome back. Okay, we've got almost everything diced up. Just going to finish a few things here while we talk. You can add pretty much any vegetable you want to this. We've got broccoli, snap peas, zucchini, and mushroom, which we're just finishing up right now. And then to that, you'll be adding carrots, onion, cauliflower, and bean sprouts, and shredded cabbage. It's going to be good. So we'll finish chopping up here real quick. I guess I should show some of it. All right, so that's it. Veggies are done. Now, cooking time. And cooking time. All right, electric frying pan. We've got carrots, onion, and cauliflower in there right now. We're going to be adding the ingredients that take the longest amount of time to cook first so it has time. Into that, we're just going to add a little bit of mushroom broth just to give it some flavor. And some shredded cabbage. You can get regular cabbage, cut it yourself, or you can cheat like I do and just buy coleslaw. So we're going to get a little bit of that in there. On top of that, we'll add some seasonings, a little bit of parsley over the top, garlic powder. Who doesn't love garlic powder? And of course, fresh ground pepper. And don't add a lot of salt to things because we're going to be adding a little bit of flavor into this later, and that'll provide the salt itself. So, we're going to give this a bit of a mix. On standby is the rest of the vegetables, which we'll be adding as this cooks. So, lid on. And let's pop over to the stove quick. Okay, at the stove, we've got 2 pots. We've got one with water for the ramen, and then we're going to be cooking our rice in broth. Now, you can use whatever rice you like. Dainty, long grain wild rice, family favorite. Cooking ratio, 2 to 1. 2 parts broth, 1 part rice. So I'm going to add 3 cups, mushroom broth to a pot, and we'll get that cooking. I've got waiting in the wings, 1.5 cups of rice, which is going to go in there. We've got water for our ramen. The air fryer is going in the background with the pork tenderloin, which we'll be checking shortly. So we're going to get all this heating up, and I'll check back in with you in a minute. Okay, we're a couple minutes in. Vegetables have been sweating away in here, so we're just going to pop the lid for a minute, give them a little stir around. see that everything is starting to come together, starting to soften up a little bit. Carrots will take a long time, but we can start adding in some of the more tougher ingredients. Snap peas, one of the favorites of the house. And then at this point, we're going to add the broccoli in too. So we'll get that in there, give that a stir. Don't need to add much more liquid because the vegetables are going to give off a bunch of their own. So at this point, we're just going to let these guys cook together. In a couple minutes, we're going to come back, add in the last of our ingredients and a little bit of hoisin sauce. Now, we swing over to the stove. Our water is, broth, mushroom broth, is coming up to a boil. We're going to add the 1.5 cups long grain wild rice into that. Cover and reduce our heat from high down to about medium high. I'd say on our stove about a 6, roughly about 4 o'clock. Let that sit and we'll monitor it, stir it occasionally, and that should be good. So we're going to come back in a couple minutes, we're going to add the rice, and we're going to check on the pork. Hang tight. And back. So, boiling water, 1.5 cups of rice, right in. Recycle your plastic. All right, we're going to give that a quick stir. We're going to cover that. We're going to reduce our heat down to about 6 on my stove, medium high. Hang out here for a second. So, pork's out. Starting to look pretty good. It's getting a little brown on top. So what I'd like to do is just get that moved around. Some of it is still raw. Give that a good shake. Make sure less layers is better in an air fryer. Going to be an air fryer video coming up real soon. Snacks and treats. Take a moment to apologize for the Thanksgiving special fiasco. Kira arrived at the house. She wasn't in the mood to make a video. I had a lot to do. Everything was a little behind. Got everything going. Turned out to be a great dinner. But soon we'll have one. Oh, yes. Still drinking. Soon we'll have a video. Stuff a couple chickens. We'll call it Thanksgiving dinner. You guys can check in. All right? All right, let's have a look at the rice. So, we're going to pop the top. Approximate cooking time for rice is about 20 minutes. At the 10-minute mark, I like to give it a stir and add in some frozen peas, frozen pork. Did this once. Everybody loved it. Been doing it ever since. Next, a little bit low sodium soy sauce. Don't eat salt in your life. Let's just add a little bit in there. We're going to give that a stir. Get that back to cooking. Okay, other side. Turn you over real quick. Pop the top. Look at that. Whoa. Gorgeous. Pretty colored vegetables. Everybody's in there cooking nicely. So, at this point, we're going to add in mushrooms, zucchini. Zucchini from the garden, by the way. Notice that we got a little bit of sticking going on. So, let's just grab a cup and add just a little bit of water in there. Just to get that going. Bean sprouts, rinsed, right in. Put that in, get that a stir. At this point, I'm going to add a little bit of hoisin sauce. We don't add a lot of seasonings because in this house, we love our vegetables. But we'll get some in there, give that a good stir, get the top back on quick, and let that finish cooking. If everything goes right, everything should be done roughly the same time. We've got about 10 minutes left on the rice, 10 minutes left on this, and the pork is in for another 10 minutes. We're going to check on that shortly. Last thing to do is ramen. I buy the cheap shit, let's be honest. 3 packs, already unwrapped, ready to go. Dump it in, cook it, season it. It's a great side dish for your dinner. Okay, we're gonna give this 5 minutes and I'll come back, we'll check in on everything. Okay, food update, here we go. So, stir-fried vegetables. Let's pop the top, have a look. Those are all ready. Nicely hoisin sauced, still a little firm, tender, looking great. All right, that's one. Let's have a look at this pork now. A few minutes left because let's face it, we like our meat done a little better than other people. You want it rare, you want it medium rare, do it how you like it. We like it well done, but still tasty. All right, look at that. Saucy, crispy, yummy, barbecued pork. Let's let that finish. Coming back to the stove now. Rice is doing great, cooking up. Liquid is almost absorbed. Needs about another 5 minutes, which means time to turn the water on for the ramen. We'll finish this up in about 5 minutes. I'll have you back. We'll get this done. We'll plate it. We'll try it. We'll let you know how it is. See you soon. While we're waiting everything to finish, a little tip for the kitchen. Taught this years ago working at McDonald's. You got time to leave, you got time to clean. If you'll notice, I got no dishes. Because while I have time, things are cooking. I don't have anything to do except sip a beer. I'm gonna do the dishes. You don't have to do it, but you'll thank me when you get to the end and you got 4 plates. That's it. Okay, back in time to plate. We're gonna be plating our first dish tonight for Colleen. All right, so number 1, look at that rice. Perfectly cooked, nice and tender, no liquid. Veggies are in. We'll get a scoop of that on the plate. Veggie ramen, mixed, ready to go. Might be a little much, but we'll see. Veggies. A couple nice big scoops of those. We've already drained the liquid off, so there shouldn't be much. We'll get that on there. And then, barbecued pork, baby. Looking good. Let's get 2 scoops of that on the plate. Now that, my friend, is a lot of food, but a lot of yum. Pretty good chance not gonna get finished. We'll be right back. Okay guys, gonna throw together one more plate. We're gonna be done for today because, let's face it, I'm hungry. All right, rice again. Stir fry again. Lots of snap peas. Love snap peas. Okay, ramen on the plate. The only thing I'm a little mad about, I didn't make egg rolls. I wish I'd made egg rolls. Everybody loves egg rolls. Okay, here we go. Sweet and sour pork. Look at that stuff. Sticky, gooey, done. Looks great. So there it is. A quick bite. Let's see how this is. Snap pea in there. So good. Pork. Delicious. Try it. Enjoy. Let me know. Bye.